to the Secured and Happy Lifestyle episode with Sophia. I'm very excited to have her, and I am sure that you are all excited too because we will be talking about life on the beach, and there are a lot of things to learn from her aside from the line that they have Tré Swim. Okay, so later on, we will be telling how to get in touch with her, but before that, let's welcome Sophia. Hi, Sophia.
Hello, good afternoon. So
Hey,
excited to
yan.
be here.
I know. Me too. I love your tan. Did you
Oh, thank
recently,
you.
yeah, did you recently go to
Yeah.
yes, where did you go? Where did you go?
I've been going to the beach almost every month, but then it's safe. I don't go to like resorts naman. Like I just usually go to like a friend's house. So it's been super safe naman and really good. So the last one I went to was Batangas and Anilao.
Wow.
Yeah, so super
Is
fun.
it near Virgin Beach?
I'm not so sure. I'm not that familiar with
But
Anilao
is
because
it
I'm
Anilao? Yeah,
yeah,
the diving site?
the diving site.
Is it
Yeah, because
okay?
I'm actually from Nasugbu. That's why like I'm always at the beach because I'm really from there. So when I visit our house there, I usually go to the beach.
Oh, that's nice. I hope that I have that too, that the privilege to enjoy nature after a day's work. Yeah.
I know it's been
So
super
now,
tough.
yeah, that's now that it's back in ECQ.
Yeah.
I hope that the virus will be gone. And aside from that, let's be viral in a way that we can be a gift or a blessing to other people.
Yes,
Now,
agree.
why did I invited Sophia? Because Sophia was one of the guests back in Coffee House Chat last year. And I think that's with Tita Dita Sandico.
Yes.
And I hope that she's listening along with the other interns back then. You were interns back then, right? With
Yes, I interned
Tita.
for Ma'am Dita, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Can you tell us a little bit about their journey? How you get to know Tita Dita, and maybe later on I'll ask you the journey about your business.
Okay, so around because I'm actually just a fresh graduate from De La Salle University, and at that time I had just finished my OJT. So right, you know how in school you really have to take internship like it's required. So I just finished with my internship at Globe Studios, and I super duper enjoyed it there. So I wanted to take another internship, but then I wasn't so super sure where. My best friend Gianna recommended um Mom Dita recommended me to Mom Dita because she was
Yeah.
working on a project called Zoomista. So Zoomista is really cool because it's all about supporting local artists during the pandemic, local fashion designers. And that's something I've always wanted to work in because my I'm very passionate about fashion and film. That's why my OJT before that was in Globe Studio. So it's more on the production side, media, film. And then my internship with Ma'am Dita was on fashion. So something super different, but something I'm very passionate and I was really excited about that actually. So yeah, I found it really fun because I really got to do different things because my course was com art. So I'm not like I do photography, I do film, we also did like TV, radio. So with Mom Dita, I really got to do almost all the things that I love. So I did photography, I did social media managing. I also um I also got to like meet so many designers, local designers, and yeah, this was really fun.
Yeah, and it's actually aligned to what you studied and your interests. Diba?
Yes.
So I think that's what's more important. So having to be passionate about fashion, ayan. Dahan-dahan kasi baka magkapalat yung PNL. I would like to also ask if it's something that you see yourself in the near future. Will you be having your own shop, or should we go straight to the business that we are talking about earlier? Can you tell us
Yes.
more about Tré Swim? Yeah.
Okay. So um since before past and since I was a kid, I've always been into fashion. Like one of the things that, I really had growing up, because my lola also, she's really like fashionista talaga. So I grew up like with magazines, watching Project Runway, America's Next Top Model. Like that's like how I grew up.
That's
Like
your
really,
environment.
yeah, like
Okay.
fashion.
Na-incubate ka pala.
Yeah,
Sa
and then so
ganon.
with that also was like my love for the beach. And it just so happened when like my business partners are like me. Now we're all obsessed with the beach. And that's actually how we got close, because we went to Siargao back in 2018. And that's when we got like really close, because we were friends before then. But then the Siargao trip is really like what got us together. And then during the pandemic, my friend Jillian like just messaged our group chat and was like, "Do any of you girls want to put up a bikini line?" And I was like, "Yes," because that's actually something I've been dreaming of for years now. But
But you were not
bec-
vocal about it until Gianna said so.
yeah, like I was vocal about it, but
Mm-mm.
then parang the pandemic, like because of the pandemic, like I didn't think I would start one now. So it was always in my head, like I'm gonna do it, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it. So
Okay.
when my friend Jill messaged, I was like, you know what? Why not do it now? Like, what's the perfect time? But now, right? So I
Right, right.
decided, okay, Jill and Aliyah, let's talk about it. And we've been planning our launch for a year actually. Like it took us 1 year until we launched in July. And yeah, like now
Just
our first
last month.
collection's out. Yeah, like it's so
Guys! Oh, diba?
soon.
It's so
Super, super
nice.
recent.
And it's
Thank
amidst the
you.
pandemic, diba?
Yeah.
There's really no perfect time until you are ready. So
Yes.
we can see that for those who are listening, who are also looking after an idea or who's thinking about starting something, just start, diba? And then after that, before that pala, before you launch anything, I'm sure you heard Sophia that it took them a year before to conceptualize everything before to finally launch, and it's very important to prepare. What are the wins that you, what do you call this, that you experience during the journey of planning and eventually launching it?
So with Tré Swim, like what really made me so proud and happy about it was really just the love and support from my friends and family, like when we first launched. Because before that, we were really scared. Parang with any business, actually, it's always a risk. Like you always have to put out money. And what was really hard at first was that my friends and I, we didn't have jobs. We were like in college. We didn't have like our own money, just like our savings. So we really had to
Right,
borrow
right.
money from our parents. And it just so happens now the three of us were all working. Like Jill and Aliyah, they have internships, and then me, I just graduated. So I have like a full-time job now. And that's also like one of the inspirations besides behind like our hard work, is so that we can also like fund our business. And because of that, like through launching, all the support and love from strangers, even not just our friends and family, like we're almost sold out with our first collection. And it's
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and it's only been like a month or even less. So yeah, I'm just really happy about that. And also just like seeing your work, seeing your baby out there, that's a big win for me. Like just knowing that my friends and I did this. My dream from when I was a kid, like it's here. I can't Sometimes I can't believe that it's here, even if it's like a small business pa lang. Like the
Yeah.
fact that I'm already even doing this podcast with you and talking about it, like it's really real and it's here. So I think for anyone that wants to put up a business, like as long as it's something that you really love and you're really passionate about, I really think like you should start on it.
Yes, that's great. Also, Sophia, aside from the wins, I'm sure that there are a lot of learnings as well. So, what are the challenges? And how is Trey Swim at the moment?
Yeah, so our challenges, of course, because of the pandemic, like my friends and I can't really have face to face meetings, right? So a lot of our
Yep.
meetings are
Mhm.
Zoom lang. And then the hardest one talaga was looking for a supplier. Because imagine like how easy it would be if you can go to the supplier, test out all the things like on the spot
Yes.
and give comments right
Right.
away. But no, with us, really, we really had to like try out different suppliers and all the things that would be sent to us and stuff like always grab delivery, Lala move, like back and forth. So you can
It's
just
costly ba?
imagine,
More
yeah, the
costly?
expenses, and also the time. That's why I think we took so long to fix everything was because yun nga, before something could be approved or we'd have to change something, it would take so much time just to get it right. And that's also something like my friends and I were very not naman super perfectionist, but of course we want our brand to be like of the best quality.
Yeah. Ah, of
We
course.
we want, yeah, we
Yes.
want it to like be a certain way, and you can only get that through so much communication with the supplier, right? Like
Correct.
it's so
Yes.
hard. So
I
I
think
think,
you yeah, as you mentioned, you're three in the group. Isn't that also a challenge that you have to get everybody else's insight before you come up with the final decision? Is it
yeah, so
also a challenge?
our group, we actually work really well. That's something I'm super grateful for because me, I'm the creatives head, Alias on marketing, logistics, Jillian, she's with for finances and operations. So we all have our own specialty, and together we just really like go well. Like honestly,
Synergize.
like
Yeah.
yeah, cause like me, I'm not that good with numbers, but I'm good with like PR. I'm good with creatives. So that's really
Yes.
something like I can compensate for. And just like our, our three brains together, like just works really well. But of course, it's also hard because sometimes, like when we want different things, it takes time to like say yes to one thing. But then that's what we're learning is really just communicate with one another. And because we're friends, like that's also something we were worried about because you know how they say like don't start a business with your friends, but this is also different.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sabi nga
because
nila, it's so hard because there's subjectivity and there is a
mhm,
relationship to look after too. I just wanna also I think that you guys have a daily routine, and
mhm,
does it in any way have to align to each other prior to you putting this up, or it's still status quo? Jillian has her own routine. You have your own, because as you mentioned, you have different expertise, and
yeah,
then when you meet, and then that's when you have to have a insightful decision. Okay, so Sophia, how is your daily routine? Is it in a different from your friends, or does your friends have the same routine as you have? And do you also have a common day wherein you have to meet and it's a
yeah.
non-negotiable part? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so like right, I was saying na parang people always say like don't get into business with your friends. But what's nice about us is like from the start pa lang, we weren't like super close. Like we weren't like super BFFs or anything. But we really just had like a good friendship. But when it comes to our business, we're very professional. And with that is also our time. So since all of us work, it really works for us that all of us work because we understand that we're busy. We're
Right,
busy
right.
like with work from 9 to 6, and then usually at night that's when we have meetings and that's when we plan stuff. And usually like at the end of the week we have meetings too. But yeah, almost every day though we're constantly chatting, whether it be about Tré Swim or just like our friendship. So
That's
I'd really
the
say
good thing
it's
about
super healthy.
that's a good thing about being friends also. If you feel like you're getting stressed and up to the brim, all you need to do is just something else, right?
Yeah, like we just
And
tell each other.
yes, yes. And aside from chatting and having a meeting, do you have a special routine that you follow? Like, okay,
Yeah.
so do you have any sort of routine that you can share with the viewers on how to be fit and to actually
Yeah.
look good and in the on those lines of bikini wear?
Okay. So Of course, that's also one of the very important things for me is like lifestyle and my everyday routine. So, what's really important is that I also start my mornings well. So, I try to wake up early because my work starts at 9. So, sometimes I wake up around 7:30 or 8. And I just like having time before work to prepare my breakfast. And recently, actually, I've been like going on a cleanse. Like, with the food that I'm eating,
Detox?
especially. Yeah, like in a way, it's a detox, but then it's not like super
Oo.
intense diet. It's
Yeah,
really just
yeah.
like
Oo.
choosing healthier options. So
Oo,
usually,
no?
like in the morning, I have like fruits or oatmeal, or like I prepare overnight oats the night before, and then so that's what I do when I wake up. Like I wake up. I usually start my day with a prayer. That's one thing that's really important
Yeah.
because
Yes, that's important. Nako, lalo na nowadays, no? I
yeah,
mean,
like
syempre, we have to be grateful because the Lord has blessed you and your friends, everybody listening here with so much, diba? So that's a form of a
yeah.
giving back.
So that's the first thing I do when I wake up. I just say thank you for the day and to like, help me throughout because I get stressed really easily. That's like one of my things. So yeah, I really just like try to calm down and I meditate also in the morning. Then I start work, but then right after work, I make sure to do yoga. Like so I end around 6. I do yoga around like 6 or 6:30. And I think that's something really important because the first few weeks of work, honestly, like I'd be so tired, I wouldn't want to do anything. But I realized that I really need to incorporate like some type of fitness in my
To
routine,
balance,
right?
right? Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's important.
So
Actually, it's
something
more
that's not so
stressful.
stressful.
Yeah, to some of my friends, I work from home, and they are saying that, it seems that I'm busier now that I'm home
Mm-hmm.
because anything that is unfixed, I have to go and fix it and then go back to work and then go
Yeah.
on breaks. And there's no time element, especially when you go on break, um, when you're at home. So I'm just happy to know that may similarities naman.
Yeah.
Usual entrepreneurs that I interview and friends that I have offline, they all start with a prayer and they're pretty much also into health because their business is themselves, right?
Yeah,
What is
that's
the most
true.
what is the most important part of your day?
I think the most important part is really like my morning routine because I really like when you wake up and then you feel like your day is starting off weird and it just like goes along with the whole day na.
I
So for
know, right?
me, that's the most
Uh,
important. Like just starting on the right foot and also making sure that your day is organized. So I always have like my planner with me and I always like note down what I have to do. I list everything down. I also have like sticky notes around my room lang because I'm also very forgetful. So I try to really keep organized so that when I'm doing the actual work or when it seems like I have so much work, I don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's important. And I think that's how you maximize your time by jotting everything down, taking off
Yeah.
the list. End of the day, you have a lot of accomplishment. That's good. This pandemic has brought a lot of challenges, not only to you or to the viewers who are listening, um, basically to different businesses,
Yeah.
especially especially if you have a restaurant or a shop. Do you have
Yeah.
plans to put up a shop for your line? Is it
Yes,
in the pipeline?
actually. That's something we really want to do. Like, of course, online shopping is super duper important, especially now. But then we want to have like pop ups also. Like, we kind of want to have a pop up in Siargao, La
That's nice.
Union. Yeah, like different beaches.
Where
And
you go
then,
frequently.
yeah, and then our plan is, syempre, like, we wanna see it in our future that our brand is gonna be big. So, like, we really wanna have, like, our own warehouse in the future so, like, all our stocks are there. And, of course, like, stores wherever we can have them like we still have to see, but then yeah, of course we want to have like a store in the future.
And I'm sure it's all in your vision board. That's great.
Yeah,
Um, is it easy? Is it easy to start up now that it's pandemic?
I
Based on
really
your
think
experience.
Yeah, I really think it's even harder to start now during a pandemic, just because, like what I said, you can't really just go to the supplier's warehouse. You can't just see your business partners all the time. So yeah, I think it's definitely harder, but at the end of the day, that shouldn't be a hindrance. Like, it shouldn't stop you for going for your dream, because if you really want something, go get it.
Great. So there's a lot of learnings from you aside from building a business with your friends, and it's already a challenge because there's an element of subjectivity. And what if you guys don't agree on one thing or one or two things? Baka the business will break. Yeah. Do you have a certain agreement or a written something that, regardless of feelings, you'll still continue?
I think a lot of it also is compromise, but I know we have this one thing where it's like majority wins. So, because we're three, so if sometimes it's not that like everything, but then most of the things it's like if two of us agree with it na, then it's most probably a go. But then of course we still hear out like the other the other one. We still hear out the one that's not the same as us.
That's
So
agreeing with you. Yeah, it
yeah,
could be
like
the most creative kasi, 'di ba?
yeah, like
What
we
if
try
that
to be
one
open.
person? Yes, correct.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge for the business is, as you mentioned, is the sourcing of the suppliers, and that you cannot go to the supplier and feel the product or the thing that you are
Yeah.
asking for, and then also the cost of having to ship and then reship, and then the time spent during the meetings, which is very
Yeah.
flexible because we're all online. But as you mentioned, that is the main issue. Aside
Yes.
from that, do you have any other issues, especially in dealing with customers? How do they, when they purchase, do you have a return back guarantee, or how does it work?
Because right now, because of the pandemic and because like bikinis are technically like intimates, right?
Yes,
So
yes, very.
just for safety, we disclose it to our customers that we don't allow exchange, return and exchange, like especially if they wore
Okay.
it already. And also like just like contamination and like having to like deal with COVID situations, like it's really scary, right? So
Yes, yes.
we really try like no return, no exchange, but of course, we have like a size chart, and we really tell our customers like message us if you need help choosing a size, because like we really discuss it, like the three of us, like when a customer asks, we really like discuss, and we also look into like our models or our friends or us, like our sizes after trying it, so we can really see like what size is like best for a certain body.
So prior to them purchasing, you kind of have the diagnostics if this is you. I think this will fit you perfectly. It's something like that. Aside from the
Yeah,
size chart, of course, because that
yeah,
is very, yeah, as you mentioned, very intimate. And
yeah.
do you have any shop, like, for example, do you have your house as your inventory, or all three of you have your own supplies at home
Yeah,
in
so
case that there are purchases?
ours is really Alia's house. Like Alia's house has all the bikinis, all the because like our pouches come with other stuff inside. Like when you purchase one, and it's all there at Alia's already. Like we all sent it over there. But then usually when we have like orders and stuff, like I go there to help her pack. Like when we had our first launch, like I went there to help her fix everything, and also to check our bikinis, like just to check that everything's okay. And if not, we send it back to the supplier. The supplier helps us. And also because like Alia's the one who's in charge of like contacting the courier, so it's really best that it's with her.
That's nice. And I think pretty much you figured out everything that involves from what you really want to sell. It's coupled with very good customer service, and you're
Yeah.
tracking. I'm sure you're on track with your goals.
Yes,
You
yes.
did mention something about having a shop, a pop-up shop to the beaches that you have been to. Do you have any opening for partnerships on those resorts that you told me, or that's
So
still
it's still like in the process of fixing, but we
okay?
were planning to have a pop-up in La Union supposedly. But right now, because of the ECQ, we're not that sure about it. So we're definitely gonna plan it, but that is a plan in the future to have a pop-up in a beach. We're not sure yet
That's so
which beach.
nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, surprise. You watch out for
Yes.
their upcoming launch on the resorts near you, kumbaga. So
Yeah.
La Union is one of the fave spots, and
Yes.
so what
Siargao.
can you advise to aspiring entrepreneurs who probably would like to follow your footsteps, be it services or
Yeah.
tangible items like bikini, but do you have something na kahit one or three that you can tell them as tip so that they can anticipate the wins and be prepared for the challenge?
Yes. So I think like this is from a business owner's perspective and also someone who's really into online shopping because that's like
Yes.
a lot. I've been shopping a lot online, like I have to admit. And one of the things that I've learned from observing my favorite shops or like other shops is that customer service is also really important, like the way that you talk to your customers and just being able to reply fast enough so that the customers don't get impatient. And it's not just that, it's really having like a welcoming tone to your customers. Like that's what really like entices me to buy sometimes. And I think that in terms of like the business itself, if you have a product, always remember that there are so many other products out there. So what will make your brand different? So like for
Aba,
us,
yeah.
yeah, for Tré Swim, what really we tried to make different was to sell an experience and not just the bikini. You know, like when you buy a bikini, it's like you already think of like all the memories you're gonna make with it. And you know, it's not just like an item, but it's really more like a time capsule or like a postcard of your memories. And besides that, also, our bikini isn't just like a regular bikini. It's actually one style that can be styled in 7 different ways. So right now,
Nice.
yeah, right now
Sulit.
we have 3 colors. But when you
Mm-mm.
buy one color, it's not like you're just buying one bikini. You're buying technically 7. So that's what we love about it. And we also made it that way because we're really into like body positivity, inclusivity. These styles, like because there's 7, you can see like which one is the most bagay to your body, and that's what we love about it. And actually, like without any bias or anything, like it's really one of my favorite bikinis just because it's so versatile, and when I travel I don't have to bring so many.
What do you call that? What do you call that style? Your
So
favorite?
yeah, our style right now, it's called the Siargao collection, the Siargao bikini.
Ah, nice.
So the colors
Okay.
are buko, which is like a cream color, and then shaka, which is a very nice orange color. Like it's my favorite color, as in it's super nice on any tan, on any skin tone, and harana, which is our green color. And I just love it because they're the 3 colors that like I'd honestly wear in any beach, like
So
any outfit
versatile.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So with that, maybe you can invite the listeners of this podcast to where to find you.
Yes. So we have a website. It's called shoptreswim.com. So Swim is spelled as TRESWIM. And on Instagram and Facebook, you can just search Tré Swim and we'll appear there. So don't hesitate to also message us if you have any questions because our team is always here to answer all of them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So for those people who would like to have or to get one of the three colors of Sophia's favorite and versatile bikini line, let us know by following this podcast and just follow the instructions in the show notes. And who knows, maybe we'll deliver one to your house. So
Woo!
keep following and
Exciting!
share. Yes. Thank you so much, Sophia. We learned a lot from you today,
Thank you
and
so much for having me.
yes, we are so happy that your business is really there. It already launched last month, and we hope that more blessings will be poured in Tré Swim. Yeah,
Thank
ayan
you
guys.
so
So
much.